So a check engine light pops on my dashboard. So after I use my OBD scan tool, a code pops up showing P0441, which is basically evap system, evap purge. So the main problem I was experiencing was my car stalling out. I have a 2007 Hyundai Veracruz. So after speaking with some people and then checking out the code, I found out it was indeed this evap purge valve. So I went out and purchased a part right here. And people also call it a canister, vapor canister purge solenoid, or a purge valve. Or you could just call it E valve. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter what you call it, but when you look up the part, you may need to be specific. Let me show you where the eval canister is located. I first experienced problems when I was at a gas station. After I pumped gas and I tried to crank the car back up, that's when it stalled out on me. The eval canister is located right here under the manifold cover. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take off the manifold. It's about 6 bolts holding on the manifold cover, and one is there, in the middle here and there, and 2 in the back. And I think the socket is a 10 millimeter. Okay, now that you have off your manifold cover, just go ahead and place that somewhere safe. I highly recommend that you keep the screws together so you don't lose those as well. Definitely don't want anything happen to that cover and the screws. Okay, it's very important. Now, this mass airflow sensor is very important. This could also cause problems with your engine jerking or stalling out, and as well as the throttle body right there. Make sure you clean that out, as carbon does tend to build up inside of there. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at this evap system. Now let's go ahead and check the parts just to make sure they line up properly. You want to check the prongs and the vacuum lines. Now let's go ahead and start by removing the connector by pulling up on the tab and pulling back on it. And go ahead and observe the prongs on the new system and the one that you are removing. Okay. Check out your clamps in the rear there, and one is in the front. We need to remove both of these. All right. Now I went ahead and went out the way and took out this extra line right here that was kind of in my way. I wanted to be able to get to my hoses, get to the clamp on my hoses, so I just went ahead and removed that. If it's not in your way, you don't need to remove it, but if it's in your way, just go ahead and move it out the way. As you can see, I took off my my rear line, my front line right there. They come off fairly easy, just wiggle it up. And I took off my connector, and now I just got to get this bracket off. I'm going to go ahead and use a flathead screwdriver to remove this. A little small flathead. What I'm going to do is just pry up this this little latch right here. If you pull up on this latch, you should be able to push out the bracket. Okay, it's kind of hard to do while holding the camera. I'm gonna do it the best way I can. Okay, so just gonna go ahead and show you how this is done a little bit, but taking mine, I already done it already. So just give you an idea of what you need to do. Slide that out, pry that up, slide it out, and that's it. Now just gonna wiggle this out of there, and there you go. There's your eval. Replace it with the new one in reverse order, and you should be good to go. Okay, before we put everything together, I want to give it a test run. So let's just go ahead and get back in the vehicle right now, and let's go ahead and start her up. Let's see how she sounds.
Has started. Start to record video.
Shit. Got a little smoke going on from over here. Okay, sorry the video ended so shortly. What I had to do was just go out and get a new vapor canister purge solenoid. The top one I purchased first was faulty. The bottom one looks old, but it wound up being a pretty good one. So that was what was causing the noise you was hearing. So everything worked out, and I'm good to go. If you need part numbers or have any comments, please comment below.